Hey, what's happening, y'all? Your boy Joseph Robinson here, aka DJ Old School. And right now, what I'm doing is I'm um I'm about to tell y'all the problem that I have with music. And this is the truth and nothing but the truth. All right. The problem that I have with music. First off, let me just ask some of y'all. How many of y'all remember good music? Really good music. Music that actually had a positive message. And sometimes it wasn't positive, sometimes it was negative. But either way, you still learned something. Learned something from it. I think that's what's wrong with this generation. You know, the music is just not the same anymore. I was born in the 90s, and yes, I would keep saying it over and over. I am a 90s baby, happily 90s baby. And, I grew up with artists such as Eazy-E, NWA, Tupac, Biggie, KRS-One, Dougie Fresh, Big Daddy Kane, Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre. Look, the point is, we had real artists back then. Even the female rappers was on point. MC Lyte, Lil Kim, Da Brat, Left Eye. Just about all of them was on point. You know what I'm saying? They all had a message, had a story to tell. And I think that with music nowadays, I think that that's what's missing, the story. They not they not telling no story no more. They just putting words on a track and with a good beat. You know what I'm saying? So long as the beat is good, it's almost like the words don't matter anymore. But I'm an old school type of guy. You know what I'm saying? I like old fashioned music. That's why I don't do clubs, man, because I can't relate to that bullshit that they be playing in the clubs. All that auto tune and shit. I can't relate to it. I can't. It's really enough to make your ears bleed. You know what I'm saying? Like when you really just hear that shit, you be like, it's almost like they speaking another language. Like what the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? Music have gradually changed over the years, and it has such an impact on on our generation. Well, on the new generation, because I'm already grown, so fuck it. But yeah, it has such an impact on our generation or on the new generation because of how the music sound. The only thing that I could, sorry, it was a little dusty right here. The only thing that I could say that kids take from this generation is take from the music is number one, how to twerk. Okay? Number two, how to wind up 16 and pregnant. Number three, how to wind up dead or in jail. Number four, how to sell drugs or do some illegal shit. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? I see it each and every single day. I seen how music done changed, and there have been times when I be driving my car, I be listening to that shit, and I just turn the whole damn radio off. I mean, cause it really doesn't make any damn sense. You know, when um when we had real artists out here, man, that's why I hate that most of the good artists are not with us anymore. When we had good artists out here, doing their thing and making stories and telling their story, of the shit that they gone through, or, that's just like with NWA. They made a song, Fuck the Police. You know what I'm saying? But it was only because they was actually going through that shit. They was actually going through police brutality. Shit that is still relevant today. You know what I'm saying? They was actually living that type of lifestyle. You know? But with the music today, man, it's fucked up. Music today, it was just, it's just a bunch of crap put together to a beat. You know what I'm saying? They put a bunch of crap on an instrumental and they pass it off as a record. That's not real music. If you're not telling a story, you know what I'm saying, then what's the point of you? I believe they call it trap music now. What's the point of you doing trap music? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is trap music though? Like, it's one thing that pisses me off about the music industry now is that now it's no longer based on talent. It's based on popularity. That's one of the things that piss me off. Oh, if you popular, then it's hot. You know what I'm saying? Then your record sale. If everybody know you, and you know what I'm saying, you could easily sell your record. It's no longer about the talent that you have. Back in the 90s, that's what it was about. Back in the 90s, if you didn't have talent, you're not going to get signed. Period. You actually had to have good skills. You know what I'm saying? You actually had to be talking about something, worth talking about. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't just do that bullshit that they do today, with the auto-tune and all that shit, and, think that they gonna put your record out there, because they ain't. You know what I'm saying? The only way you get your record out there, you actually had to have talent. You actually had to be talking about something constructive. Not all of the rappers back in the 90s was gangster rappers, by the way. A few of them, they was just clean rappers. Like Big Daddy Kane, Dougie Fresh, Kid and Play. Just to name a few. They was actually just clean rappers, just rapping, for fun. You know what I'm saying? They just did their thing, But that's what really disturbs me about this generation, because they don't know the difference between real music and that fake shit that they listen to on the radio now. I mean, shit that actually has significance about themselves. Like, when you rap and tell a story at the same time, and people could relate to the shit that you're going through, people could relate to the police brutality, people could relate to, you know what I'm saying, getting dumped or getting heartbroken, you know what I'm saying, or relationships, people could relate to that. But what people can't relate to is a bunch of noise that they could barely understand, sound like that Chinese shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, people can't relate to that. It's like you speaking another language. That's what really pisses me off about music in general. Because music over the years have gradually gotten worse and worse and worse and worse. And I truly believe that it's just gonna keep getting worse. Up until it done infected the whole generation. You know, it's gonna keep, just gradually getting worse over time because we have so many of these bullshit ass rappers out here, that don't really know how to fucking rap. You know what I'm saying? I always say to myself that if Tupac and Biggie was here, 95% of these rappers would be flipping burgers at Burger King or some shit. 95% of them, because, none of them will be able to hold a candle to Tupac and Biggie. I'm going to just put that out there. If Eazy-E was here, you know what I'm saying? None of them would be able to hold a candle to neither one of them. We lost Heavy D. That shit fucked me up. You know what I'm saying? Because he was just a clean rapper too. Now that we found love, what is we gonna do? You know what I'm saying? We did. You know what I'm saying? Shit, that he was cool, but we lost all the good rappers, man. We left with the bullshit. I mean, we don't have no more good rappers out here no more, man. We stuck with these shit ass rappers, man, that don't really know what the fuck they be talking about. Half of them be high when they be on that shit, when they be recording this shit, Half of them be on drugs and don't know what the fuck they be talking about. It's really just a sad sight, to see how this generation then just, you know what I'm saying? It done just became so. I can't even really explain it, man, because it fucked me up whenever I think about it. How this generation done just gradually gotten worse over the years. Back in the 90s, we had the best music, the best TV shows. I actually remember faking to be sick just so I could stay home from school on a Saturday. Well, if it was a Saturday, I didn't have school anyway. But anyway, so I could be at home through the week, just to watch cartoons. You know what I'm saying? Just so I could, just so I could stay home and watch TV. Cause we had the best cartoons, man. I grew up mostly with Kenan and Kel. I'm gonna take y'all back just a little bit. I'm gonna take y'all back with this one. I grew up with Kenan and Kel. I grew up with let's see. I love watching Hey Arnold. I watched all that. I watched. I was a huge Rugrats fan. The Rugrats: Tommy, Chucky, Phil, Lil. Yeah, Angelica, Susie. Yeah, I was a huge Rugrats fan, man. I just grew up with all the good shows, man. Slime Time, I think they called it. It was that show where you get covered in green slime. They played games on there, and if you lost, you got covered with slime. That's I love watching that. Let me see what else. My goodness. I just really miss my childhood, man, cause shit, I'm telling you, man, like I had some good time, man. The '90s was like the golden era for us. The '90s was really great. Everything from the music to the clothes. You know, the messages was positive. You know what I'm saying? It was just a good time and period, and in my life. You know what I'm saying? And it really it saddens me to see how this generation just got worse. You know, when I walk down the street, you know, or when I drive down the street, because I don't walk in this dangerous ass neighborhood. Mm. But when I drive down the street and I see a teenager pushing her baby in a baby carriage, I just be like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? Girl don't look to be no older than 16, 17. You know, and it's really funny. It's really funny because I really had inspirations to be an entertainer myself. You know, to be a rapper when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? You know, I was gonna do my whole thing, and you know, I was gonna kill it. But as I gradually seen how music have changed, I was just like, whoa. You know, cause the record label, they don't care about, like I said, they don't care about talent. You know, it's all about popularity. You know, and that's the fucked up part about it. It's all about popularity. It's all about, okay, well, what's popping now? You know, it's not about talent. And see, that's what I do. You know, I keep it 100. I keep it real. You know, but if it ain't gonna sell, then shit, what's the point? You know, I mean, I'd just be known as a one-hit wonder if I even had one hit. Cause, like I said, this generation, man, you know, that's the problem with us. We too busy supporting these bullshit ass rappers, in which, you know, we should be supporting the few good rappers we still have left. You know, I mean, seriously. Stop buying shit that just gonna fuck your mind up. You know, most of them motherfuckers in Illuminati and shit, you know, done sold their soul to the devil and they just, you know, all fucked up. You know, so why in the hell would you want to support somebody like that? Like, you know, somebody who you can't even understand on the radio. You know, all these dope head ass artists out here, you know, just it's just fucking crazy. You know? So I just had to let y'all know that, man. You know, stop supporting these whack ass artists. You know, we really need to get back to supporting the real artists, the real motherfuckers with the real talent. You know what I'm saying? The real motherfuckers that actually know what the fuck they talking about and actually have something, you know, worth talking about. You know, actually have something positive to say, you know. We need to get back to doing that shit, man. I know we don't have that many good artists left, but the few that we do have left, you know what I'm saying? We need to support them, man. You know, we need to stop supporting these whack ass artists, man. They ain't doing shit but making money off of us. You know what I'm saying? So shit, what the fuck? But I'd rather spend my money on somebody that's, you know what I'm saying, actually talking about some real shit than some bullshit. That what's up, man. You know, that's how I roll. You know, now y'all can do whatever y'all want to do at the end of the day, but I'ma forever be old school for life. You know, straight up. It's just something that's in me, man. I can't cross over to this new school shit. I can't do that. I can't cross over to that shit. That shit would literally just I'ma leave that to y'all young, you know, to y'all young folk. I can't cross over. I'm old school till I die. Straight up. You know. If you ain't playing the old school shit, don't even bother include me and shit. Cause that I'm always down for the real shit, not the bullshit. Straight up. So it is what it is, man. I thank y'all for watching, alright? You know what I'm saying? And I will see y'all next time on my next video. Alright, God bless y'all. Peace.